What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the We'll See You Later podcast, episode 62, brought to you by Happy's Energy and Nutrition, the best energy and nutrition on the planet. Also brought to you by Foul Play Golf, where we break rules,
not par.
I am your host, Jeremy, and this is
Willie Ray.
But some people call him.
A lot of people call me asshole. The ones who know where my bread's buttered call me Cody's husband. Jeremy, I know it's August and Arkansas has started fall camp for football, so that's a big deal. Football season's officially here when fall camp starts. There's contact being made. You got to feel like it's football season now. We won't have games to talk about, obviously, until the end of this month. It's still a few weeks away. Bring up Arkansas football. It'll divide a room right down the middle.
Yeah.
And
I'm teetering on the line.
Right. This week, I'm coming to say we got something absolutely right. Finally, there will forever be recognition for Darren McFadden.
Number 5.
Now, there's been a lot of talk about they should retire his jersey.
100%.
They should build him a statue.
100%.
I'm on the side of what they've decided to do is actually better than either one of those. From now on, every player that wears the number 5 going forward will have a patch on the jersey with the initials DM and a silhouette of Darren McFadden breaking loose on a run. I'm going to tell you why it's better than retiring his jersey. You retire a jersey, that number goes away.
Yeah.
And eventually, the people who watched him go away. And they just see it's a retired number of some old player.
Yeah.
Eventually, it just goes away. You don't even notice that there's not a 5 out there anymore. With this, everybody's going to see that patch. And the term beast gets overused. It does.
Yeah.
Kids today, everybody's a beast. Let me tell you something. 5 was a beast. When you talk about college running backs, it's literally Bo Jackson, Herschel Walker, and then Darren McFadden. But Darren McFadden's right there. 5 was, look.
He was everything.
You knew it was coming. You sold out 11 guys to stop it, and you couldn't do it.
And also, if you look at it, we created an offense around him, like a formation.
God. It was
the wild hog, putting him at quarterback.
Yeah, I mean,
what we created that. If we don't have Darren McFadden, we don't create that.
Right, and there is no Wildcat offense that everybody runs now.
Not at all. He was so dynamic, and we also had 2 other studs at running back that to get them on the field together. Hey, we're going to take our quarterback and put him at wide receiver, and he's going to be a decoy. Except for against LSU when he made the big block. He's going to be a decoy and get him out of the way so we can get these 3 guys in
Yeah, they created a new offense to get all their weapons on the field, but all of that was designed to get 5 out in space. That's all that was, because if he gets out in space, it's curtains.
Oh, he kept it more than he gave it, for sure.
Yeah, this is somebody that needs to be remembered forever, and because of the decision made by the athletic department, he will be remembered forever, and every young player that puts on that number 5 will be reminded constantly, hey, man, you better do this right.
Yeah. And I mean, in a time where, let's just call it, if Arkansas won 10 games, he's a Heisman winner. I mean, in an era where Troy Smith wins a Heisman in front of him
because he was just the quarterback on the team that everybody thought was going to win a national championship, and then they go to a national championship and get absolutely destroyed.
And then to come back and hear, okay, it's because you're a sophomore, and then have a better year the next year, his junior year. Darren McFadden lights up the world. Arkansas at the time is 8-4.
Yeah, they were 8-4.
And they give it to a Tim Tebow, who was a sophomore. So the very reason why you didn't give it to Darren was the reason you flipped on it and went to Tebow. And in what world to this day have we ever, Tim Tebow's a great person, have we ever put him in front of Darren McFadden as the best athlete? Numbers backed up Darren. What backed up Tim was his heart, and was his team being on every massive TV broadcast, and that team was destined for everything.
Yeah, wins.
That's it. The wins determine that. And then we kind of threw that out for, I mean, it's like the rules change every year, but Darren McFadden to this day was robbed of 1, if not 2 Heismans.
Well, you got to give it to him at least once.
At least.
Yeah, you got to give it to him at least once. And here's the thing.
It's lost in the sauce.
Let's call it what it was. As great as Tim Tebow was, it was a gimmick offense.
Yes.
It was, well, toss it around to all these athletes and get you down the field.
And then we'll QB sneak you.
And then once we get to the 2, it's Tebow time. I don't know. You've got Darren McFadden's Heisman Trophy.
100%.
Just you're walking around with D-Mac's Heisman Trophy. Everybody understands he was the best player in the country for 2 years.
2 years. It kind of reminds me of the Burlsworth kids. Like, it keeps it alive.
Yeah, it keeps it alive. We need to see the 5 out on the field, but people need to be reminded, hey, treat it with reverence.
Yeah.
Remember whose number this is now.
Handle with care.
Right. What's up, everybody? It's your favorite co-host from the We'll See You Later podcast. This is Willie Ray. This episode of We'll See You Later was brought to you by our friends at Foul Play Golf. Founded by Arkansas native Grant Roberts, Foul Play Golf is a burgeoning apparel company meant for those of us who will never break 100 on the golf course. That's me, and don't be ashamed. I know it's you too. Above average apparel for the below average golfer. Jeremy and I have already placed orders. You can too by visiting their website at www.foulplaygolf.com. That's www.foulplaygolf.com. Foul Play Golf, where we break rules, not par.
Will, I got a would you rather?
Oh, boy.
This one's just a random one.
It's been a minute.
It has been a minute. Would you rather, at any point during the day, every day, your clothes will dissolve off of you?
Okay.
Completely gone. Could happen while you're out and about. Could happen at church. Could happen anywhere.
Oh, boy. I didn't think about that.
Could happen, while you're in Chick-fil-A ordering. It's just Wang Chung Su time, or every time you bought a toothbrush or underwear, they are used.
No, it's not even close. Dissolve my clothes.
Dissolve
my clothes. The toothbrush and all that affects me.
Yeah.
Dissolving my clothes doesn't affect me. Enjoy the show. Enjoy the show. And see what you ain't got. You know what I'm saying?
My gosh.
See what you ain't got. That's not gonna hurt me. The toothbrush and the underwear, that's disgusting.
What if you get public indecency? Now you're arrested.
Oh, well. I'd be famous.
Because it happened all the time.
I'd be in movies.
This is every day.
Well, eventually they'd figure out it's a clothes issue and not me. Right?
It's got the bristles are a little messed up.
No, that's disgusting.
The undies might have like a little seam tear.
I'll tell you what. Find a technicality here.
What is it?
I'll just be a nudist. I'll never wear clothes.
If you're at like Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner and your little sister's over here opening a thing and then your clothes just melt off, that's a horrible situation.
I don't go anymore.
Okay.
Like I'll just.
Well, you're going to just not go?
I'll FaceTime or something.
No.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? You got nothing.
No, I would tell her my clothes dissolve off and I don't want to be naked.
That's just, I don't know.
Like, we act like communication's not a thing. They figure out it's not me. I didn't take my clothes off. They fell off. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I've got a real, like, sensory deal with just, like, the gross stuff.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I can't do that. So, yeah, I'm just going to be naked.
Okay.
Are you going to answer? Or are you just going to make me be the weird one?
If it's every day, my big question would be, like, do I get my clothes back? If they're dissolving off of me, this is like my favorite shirt. I'm gonna be buying a shit ton of clothes,
right,
over and over again.
Fair question.
So, like, is it just like it just disappears and it winds back up in my dresser, or is it gone for forever? If it's gone for forever, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to take the toothbrush and the underwear.
Maybe I just like being naked.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, but like, I don't want to be buying a whole bunch of clothes. Is my big thing. I don't want to be buying every day. I gotta buy this, and guess what? I won't get it tomorrow. It's gonna be gone. So that'd be my only thing.
Yeah, pretty much any clothes that you put on, like that's
gone.
the last time I'll wear them.
Other than that, a used toothbrush, I'm thinking like whenever I get it, running like soap and water and just trying to clean it the best I can. And then just out of sight, out of mind on the first couple uses. And then it's my use, not their use.
You're a better man than me. I can't do that.
The underwear, wash the shibby out of them 2 or 3 times and then just grab and go. And
yeah,
don't
I
even
guess
think
you
about
technically didn't say that I couldn't wash them before I wore them.
You just wanted to be naked.
Yeah,
anyway.
pretty much. I'm sticking to my guns too, by the way.
Yeah, I think that's what I'd do.
Yeah, I'm sticking to my guns.
Yeah, you have to be. Now, you can't change it.
Yeah. Balls out.
It's horrible. I'm sure you have some health and nutrition goals. Let us here at Happy's Energy and Nutrition meet those goals with you. We do protein shakes at 200 calories, 24 grams of protein, 9 grams of sugar, and they taste like ice cream, so you're cheating without cheating. We also do energy drinks. You see me drinking them every single day on the podcast, loaded with B vitamins, some caffeine, and we use aloe, no sugars. It is absolutely delicious. They are a great meal replacement, energy replacement supplement for you. Come visit us at 11321 West Markham, Suite 1, right next to Wingstop in Little Rock. We're open 7 to 2 Monday through Friday and 9 to 2 on Saturdays. That's Happy's Energy and Nutrition on West Markham. We got to have a story.
At Simmons Bank Arena here in North Little Rock, when the Razorback basketball team came and played the University of Central Arkansas here. They play it in North Little Rock one time a year, and a big group of us got together and went.
Yeah.
This group included your mother.
Yes, it did.
This was her first Razorback game. We're all excited. We bought the tickets off of somebody.
Yes.
That's a crucial point. Remember that.
Yes.
We're going to tiptoe around certain parts of this story because certain parts of this story never need to go out over the air because I have a mother and a father and you know, I have a little baby niece who looks up to Uncle Will, and I want this podcast to take off. And if parts of this come out, we're going to get canceled. So
we can't get canceled if we don't want to be.
Right. Will leads you to water here,
Yeah.
but it's an epic story. I'm in a wheelchair.
Oh yeah. So
which is not usual. If you were to see me up here or anywhere else, I'm walking around, got a little bit of a different walk, but for long distances and for, times where we might be going upstairs or we might, you know,
and a lot of people,
the wheelchair makes sense. Plus, if it's at a sporting event, it usually improves the seating situation,
which is in part of this story.
Continue.
So I have wheeled Will inside my.
Say that 3 times fast.
Then my mom and our group goes to get food. I go to the merch line right out of the gate. I'm going to buy my wife something from the merch line. It's just a thing that I always do.
Oh, I forgot about this part.
I push Will off to the side as I'm in line to buy something, and I buy my wife a gift, and I put the bag on the back of the wheelchair, and I tie it up.
You need to be careful about certain parts of this story.
And as we're exiting, Will is in a wheelchair, and this guy behind me is with his son, and he picks up the little basketball that you can get at Walmart, the little rubber one that's got the hog all over it. It actually looks pretty sweet. And he buys it and proceeds to say, "Hey," to us. And we turn and look, and he hands Will the basketball.
Do I get to reenact what he said when he got it to me? Because his tone of voice and what he said is very important for you guys to figure out what's going on here.
Yes. So his tone changed from a normal human being.
Yeah, like he looks at Jeremy and goes, "Hey, bud," and then turns to me and goes, "Here you go, buddy." I'll let you guys figure out what's going on here.
Will then grabs the basketball and looks up at this man and says,
"Why? Why?
Why?" And I now know what's happening. This guy, in his heart of hearts, is doing something very nice for someone who has a disability in a wheelchair. But I think that some people don't realize or don't even think about that there are physical disabilities and there are mental disabilities. This guy is being so nice for gift giving, but he firmly believes that Will is mentally challenged.
And if I am, so what? And
Right. But that's his thought. So and Will is like, this dude thinks, and he's looking at me, and I'm like, "Oh, just say thank you because you're getting a free gift." And
I'm taking it.
And let's get the heck out of here. And Will is so offended.
I might have said it a tad too loud.
He voices that this guy thinks that I'm challenged out loud within earshot of this guy, and I'm trying to not to laugh, so I'm pushing Will as fast as I can through the crowd. We'd say thank you, and we run away. Oh man, I'm crying because Will's holding this basket, and he's so like, "What the hell just happened?" Oh,
I'm here trying to mind my own business.
that was the PG version.
Yeah, anybody who knows me knows how that went. Because Jeremy was just, dude, let's just get out of earshot first. Because, like, you saw it and you're holding back tears. Like, yeah, I forgot about that part. We hadn't even got to the part that I wanted to tell a story about.
Yeah, then that's just the start of this awesome event. We have to go to security and ask them, where is the closest elevator? Here's our ticket. There's our section. We're at the top.
We're in the upper level because we po folk.
And we need to get on the elevator so we can get his wheelchair up there. They then tell me that there's no elevator for that specific section.
There are 300 sections. Okay. One of them doesn't have an elevator to the section. I'll give you one guess where the hell our seats were. They were trying, man, this was pushing my jackass button. You know what I mean?
It was weird that every section minus our section had a wheelchair accessible elevator. And I was like, well, that's not going to work. So let's go to the ticket office. The security guard leads us to the ticket office, says, hey, we'll try to get you guys settled up. No big deal. When we get to the ticket office, there is a old lady working the ticket office desk for us. And we're telling her the situation. Mind you, I heard her talking to the person in front of me that there's a whole section available down below us that she did the same transfer kind of thing to another woman.
Yeah, like basically switch the ticket out.
Yeah,
like
and it was no problem.
You can't get here, but you can get here. So just switch the ticket out, equal value, and we're good.
Right. So I hear that, but I'm also like, hey, we have a problem. Y'all don't have an elevator for my guy here. And as this woman is trying to figure out what's going on.
No, she's arguing at this point. Like, she's arguing. Well, they're only going to be able to comp 2 of these tickets. Just be prepared to argue because we've got 5 seats and they're only going to try to comp 2 of these seats.
Right.
They're going to turn it into a wheelchair seat and a companion seat, and they're going to split us up from everybody else. I said, I don't want that. I know you don't want that. Just be prepared that that's what's coming.
Right. So as she starts to argue about how, well, we have 2 seats available in the section right below you in the wheelchair accessible seating. And I said, well, we have 5 tickets total. We're not splitting up. We start going back and forth. And as she starts to argue with me a little bit,
things got a little bit more heated. But as she started to get, look, this is how it's going to be, and a little bit more head movement involved,
stayed super calm and just said, we're not splitting up. Yeah. That's all I kept saying.
Bro, when I tell you, mid-sentence, this woman's teeth,
her dentures
clunk,
fly out of her mouth,
flop right on the table. She proceeds to take them and click it in immediately and turns around
as if it didn't happen.
Her face is beet red, turns around and tags out to somebody else, probably goes in the bathroom to cry.
Yeah. And mind you, held that me and the security guard who took me there, who's been there the whole time. We hold it together. The security guard's a younger guy. He looks at me as soon as she walks off because she now is going to go get her replacement because she is very embarrassed.
Right.
And rightfully so. No, I'm laughing now because of the situation.
We didn't make a big deal out of it, but inside I'm going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
The security guy turns and looks at me and we make eye contact. He looks at me and goes, you see her teeth just fall out?
as if we didn't see it. We're right in front of her as if we didn't see it. But yeah.
We start giggling. That dude left. The security guard leaves.
That whole MF just fell right out.
Oh my gosh. Then next dude comes up and we're still figuring this out.
And he thinks, looking back now, he obviously saw an upset lady tagging out that clearly didn't tell him what happened. She didn't want anybody to know what happened. So he's thinking we upset her.
Right.
And he's coming in ready to put us in our place. We didn't do anything wrong, but he was much more authoritative, or at least he was trying to be.
Right.
And I think he kind of, instead of biting the bullet and just, look, you're going to have to comp 5 tickets, he tried to dig his heels in. And more often than not, when you try to dig your heels in a situation like this, you say some pretty ridiculous sounding stuff that people remember forever. And sometimes they tell that story and put it on a podcast. So this guy literally looks at me and says, well, if you need help getting up the stairs, I can carry you. I said, dude, I'm 35 years old. That's not happening. You're not carrying.
Offered to carry.
You're not carrying me a damn plate. Like, no. What are you gonna trundle me up like a babe? No. I'm 35 years old. That is not happening here. And I said, no, that's not going to happen. And then I decided to go the practical route. And I said, what are we going to do if I get up there and decide I have to pee? Are y'all going to get on a walkie-talkie and get somebody back up there to walk me down to the bathroom? I said, this isn't going to happen, dude. It's not my fault that you don't have an elevator up to the section that we're sitting in. We bought the seats off of somebody else. That's what the handicap seats are for. We're not separating. Comp the tickets.
Yeah. Because then he blamed us and said we should have paid attention. Then we told him, well, we just bought them today. So
we should have paid attention and known that it was the one section in this whole bastard that didn't have an elevator.
It made no sense. So we did get comped 5 seats. Ended up having a great time.
Hey, I held that basketball the whole game too.
I look over and Will's next to me, literally holding that basketball.
I'm like I'm doing tricks with it.
You know what's funny is if that guy never heard you call him out, he's looking across the way and goes, look, babe, look, babe.
Yeah, look, I made him so happy. Look, I made him so happy. Aren't I a good guy? Yeah.
That's the best.
Aren't I a good guy?
No.
And his son looks up and says, my daddy's a hero. But nope, the Grinch over here shut the whole thing down.
Oh my gosh.
Shut the whole thing down. We are not going to be virtue signaling on my watch. It's
Then
not going to happen.
The game happens. We're having the time of our life. We're yelling. We're having fun. My mom is having the time of her life.
It helps that we played UCA and we beat them by like 100.
As we're leaving, I'm wheeling Will out of the stadium. And y'all know that once you get to like the ramps past those big curtains, that it's like a corn maze of turning.
Yeah,
and it's tight corn. It's literally a snake, and the it's just big enough for a wheelchair. So Will's left leg is turned out a little bit. So I come around the corner.
I don't have any footrests on this wheelchair because like if I'm in a wheelchair section and people assume he's in a wheelchair, he can't stand up. And then the first time something happens and I stand up and I'm, hell yeah, people look around like half of them think that I just witnessed a miracle. And then the other half are like, you son of a bitch, you're a faker. You know, like that's always fun to look around.
That's amazing. And so as I'm wheeling around, his left leg, you know, those super dark curtains that
they're literally blackout curtains.
Yes.
That's what they're there for like concerts and stuff when they shut the lights off.
Yes,
like
no light comes through. And so Will's foot catches that curtain. And I'm thinking that as I'm pushing Will, like the curtain's just going to roll up his leg and fall off of him. Like it's going to fly off. It somehow kind of started tightening.
Oh, no, this thing's heavy. Heavy.
This thing is now latched onto Will's left foot. And I'm pushing him. And I see that curtain, like instead of it just rolling off of it, that curtain starts getting tight.
If you like fall or like lean back when you're getting out of the shower and you're like first reaction, you know you shouldn't. But your first reaction is always to grab the shower curtain. You watch that thing stretch and you feel like those rings are about to get out. That's where we got here. Was this thing was going and it's got my leg wrapped in it. So either the curtain's coming down or my leg is coming the hell off.
It's getting tighter and I can see it. And so I grabbed it, and luckily when I pulled it, it unraveled, and I pulled it off Will and I threw it over my shoulder.
My leg shot up too, like it.
So our friend Amanda then proceeds, because her and Will like to banter.
We're total brother and sister vibe.
Yeah. Amanda is laughing from the curtain situation, and Will has been roasting Amanda during the event. Like they're talking back and forth and bantering. So she said, we got a straggler, talking about his.
Get that old straggler. And she's also a turnip green. You know what I mean? Like she's also cornbread when she speaks.
So she goes,
get that old straggler out of the way. And I go, did you just call my leg a straggler? That's my leg. that you're referring to. But I told her where to go and how I hope she got there. And I'm sure that everybody watching has a story that they tell from their point of view about some crazy bearded bald dude in a wheelchair that just went off on this woman who apparently has no heart.
None. That's the best part.
And is laughing the whole time. Meanwhile, they don't know that this woman is literally an ER nurse and one of the sweetest people that's ever lived.
We're in the concourse. There's thousands of people. And Amanda says this as a joke and she's laughing. So Will uses it to capitalize and then gets like defensive, but it's fake. And then just kind of says, I hope you are not on this earth anymore.
Yeah.
and how she'll get there.
Yeah.
And then we all start laughing. Will's laughing. But people around us have no idea what's going on.
We have absolutely mortified an entire section full of people.
It was bad.
Like, honestly, be real. It was awesome.
It was the best.
Like everything about it. This is
from
awesome.
Start to finish. There was something, because this story would have been funny just with one thing, but to have somebody give you a rubber basketball because you're in a wheelchair and for your reaction.
Here you go, buddy.
Your reaction. And then we get to the window and have a lady's teeth fall out.
Dude,
I'm crying.
Here's the thing. It's always like that. When it's us, it's always like that. That's why we go back.
It's so fun.
Somehow it's going to end up like the game is just going to be
extra
background noise to what happened when we were
which it was.
I hate the wave, but like one time we started a wave with 76,000 people from now granted we were up by like 50 and we're never just going to show up, go to our seats, watch the game and go home.
No.
That's never going to happen.
Can't do it. It was from start to finish one of the best events I'd ever went to because of all the stuff outside of the event.
Your mom, God, she had a blast. And the whole time she should have been embarrassed.
No, she was.
The whole time she was like, these are my boys.
Crying, laughing. Yeah. That's our story, man. That's one. We have a ton of them, but that one rang true today.
No, and I'm sure we'll make more. Like the thing is now that we've kind of opened up this podcast to where like we're going to be talking a lot more stuff than just sports.
Oh, yeah. We will be out, though, for about 2 weeks. I am leaving this week, and I'll be back at the end of the month. I'm going to be doing some traveling and some work away from Happy's.
Moving in some college kids.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're going to the University of Miami, the U.
It's a cane thing. Y'all wouldn't understand.
And then I'm going to the University of Nebraska, them Huskers.
Go Big Red.
I'm going early for Nebraska to help my boss. We'll be the only two there. He knows how big of a sports fan I am, and I have begged to go inside of Nebraska's football or baseball stadium. I just want to go see it. Every year he's like, we'll do it this time. We never do it. He called me and said, since we're going to be going down 2 days before everybody else, we'll work for one day, and the other day I've already scheduled and called the guy that we're working with. He is going to give us a tour of the football stadium. Which is
a big deal because, I mean,
100,000 people.
Yeah, in the
history
with Tom Osborne and that offense, like, yeah, they rolled people up for years. There's a lot of history there. So I'm jealous. I want in next year if they got a spot on a crew for a loudmouth who can't walk.
Might get to meet Matt Rule.
Oh, man.
The head coach.
The skinny version of Matt Rule. He's lost a bunch of weight.
We saw him last year. So we were moving in the freshman dorm, and his son goes there. And so literally he walked by me and Derek, who is a Colorado guy, big dude. Derek looks at me and goes, is that Matt Rule? And I look back and go, oh, my goodness. He's got the 3/4 jacket, the shorts, the Nebraska canes, the slide-ons. He's decked out top to bottom. So I had to sprint inside the building. Hey, the football coach is coming in here. That whole entire lobby went nuts. Like he is the president.
Yeah, they're bought in.
Yes.
100%.
We moved in his son to the second floor of the freshman dorm last year, And like I had to walkie-talkie our team. I told my wife moved in into his dorm room, and he was up there. He shook everybody's hand.
I will say too, props to Matt Rule for making his son live in the dorms like
He
everybody
did.
else.
And it wasn't like the freshman dorms suck.
Because he doesn't have to. Unless somebody says you're just like everybody else. So
yep. And I think that was a dad thing.
I enjoy episodes like this. Probably more.
I do too.
Because it's what we do on a day to day. You know, we're not putting on for anybody. We're two guys in the back of a building.
Yeah.
Like that story, we've told that story 10 times and we've laughed just as hard every time we tell
it gets better every time.
Her whole ass dentures fell out.
Mm-hmm. And then she scooped them up.
Her whole ass dentures fell out. And I mean, they clicked when she put them back in. Like,
oh, it was terrible. But that's going to do it here for the We'll See You Later podcast, episode 62, brought to you by Happy's Energy and Nutrition.
And this will have to tide them over for a few weeks.
It will. We will be back at the end of August to get you guys ready for football season. More stories to come, more lives to come. Before we get out of here, 3 things to live by, Willie Ray.
Number 1, do not piss into the wind. You'll be covered in piss.
Smart.
Number 2, no matter the situation, hogs by a million. And number 3, probably most important.
I'd say so.
Never, ever, ever trust a fart.
Mm-hmm.
And until next time, y'all,
we'll see you later.